biggest surprise of yesterday's episode was that the Night King did die. Now, I always expected the Night King to be the final boss and for Cersei to die before the Night King did, so I'm super surprised that the Night King just died to Arya. I'm not really upset that Arya got the kill, but I just find it surprising that, they would kill off the Night King after setting him up and his army up to be basically the biggest villains in Game of Thrones, and he's a very iconic villain around the world and we're all going to miss him. So I'd like to just quickly say F in the chat for our boy in blue. We will miss you, Night King. I actually loved the Night King character. He had this swagger to him, and even in just last night's episode he had that Terminator moment, which was awesome. And when he got knocked off of Viserion, he had his arms out and it was just like saying, I don't give a F, you can't do anything to me because I don't take fall damage. Of course he can't speak, but he is one of the most interesting villains in the world. I mean, he has been compared to Thanos. So yeah, F in the chat for our boy Night King. So now let's talk about how Arya was actually able to get the kill on Night King, because for her to get through all of the whites that were surrounding the Night King, basically guarding the area, there aren't many ways that can happen and it is a little bit unrealistic. However, I think Arya did get to the Night King by stealing a white's face, and she could have got through them to the Night King by doing that, but otherwise I don't know, maybe she just was able to jump over the crowd of whites. It seems a little bit unrealistic. I did enjoy the episode's battle scenes though, and I thought it was filmed beautifully. Can definitely understand why this was basically the biggest budget episode. It was also one of the longest episodes this season, so I really did enjoy The Long Night as an episode as a whole. It's just that all the deaths that happened in it were pretty predictable apart from the Night King himself. One thing I do want to note though, which is a little bit unrealistic, and it's one of the nitpicks I have with the episode, is that the Night King somehow cannot hear Arya start creeping up to assassinate him. However, he can hear Jon Snow from ages away earlier in the episode. So we see the Dothraki die and tons of the army dies. I think 99.8% of the Dothraki died according to Reddit, and the episode was beautifully shot, as I said, guys, so I have no problems with that. I just found the Night King's exit a little bit underwhelming. I thought he would have caused more destruction because they've been teasing that the army has been growing ever since the earlier seasons of the series, so I really thought he was going to cause more destruction, and I thought perhaps more less predictable characters might have died in the episode. I was actually thinking that Cersei wouldn't be the final boss and that we'd get the heroes to deal with both the Night King and Cersei towards the end of the season. Maybe the Night King could have been the one who killed Cersei. I actually thought that that might be something that would happen, but that's totally out of the equation now that he's gone. And he was one of the most beloved characters of the show, definitely one of the best villains in my opinion. Make sure to comment down below, guys, though, and let me know what you thought of the Night King's death, and whether you think the fact that Arya got the kill was good or whether you disliked it, because I definitely didn't see the fact that Arya was gonna get the kill. But we did get some foreshadowing from her scene with Melisandre in the earlier half of the episode, so I guess it makes sense when you look back and you rewatch. So yeah, it was a good episode. The Night King just didn't do as much as I wish he did, and yeah, I don't know why he took so long to turn around to Arya. I mean, surely Arya would have been making a tiny bit of noise and therefore he would be able to hear her creeping up on him. But if you are not a Night King fan, please do not hate, do not dislike this video or anything. I'm still in shock of them just killing off basically the literal embodiment of death so they can focus on Cersei. But it'll probably give us a few good episodes toward the end of the season and we'll get to see who kills Cersei. I really hope that Jaime ends up getting the kill, and if he does, then that would make me super happy. They still got a full 3 episodes left, so we'll just have to wait and see. But episode 3 did certainly rule out a few possible theories that I've seen online about, the Night King actually going for King's Landing to kill Cersei, and theories about Bran being the Night King obviously aren't possible, so it did rule out some of those, which I guess was nice to know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say rest in peace to our boy in blue, Night King. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts, as this is a discussion video. Leave your thoughts down below and I might even pin or favorite some of them. My favorite scene of Night King in last night's episode was the Terminator moment. I thought that was pretty cool, where you know, he is lit up by Drogon and is on fire, and he just walks out of the fire and smirks. Like, that smirk was pretty much the most happy we've ever seen the Night King, and it's actually probably the most communication via body language that he has ever done. So yeah, pretty interesting. I do know some critics didn't really like the episode, but hey, I thought that the battle scenes and the cinematography were amazing. I just think that the fact that a lot of the characters had plot armor and most of the deaths were really predictable is basically where the episode falls apart. And if you start to think about the logistics, then yeah, it also will fall apart, because things like how the Night King couldn't hear Arya creeping up to him near the end of the episode, and he can hear Jon Snow from ages away when he's trying to sneak up on him, and then he resurrects the dead, are major logistics faults in the episode. So yeah, but if you just look at the episode and how the battle is and how the cinematography is, then yeah, it's a spectacular episode. Those are basically all of my thoughts on it. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. My name is Darkitect. As always, if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a comment. This is a discussion video, and press that like button so more people can join the discussion. See you guys next time.